Aloha everybody, Super Bowl Wayne here, Indianapolis, Super Bowl 46, and the New York Giants finally arrived in town. Eli Manning over there, getting ready to pass. We got Justin Tuck over here. We got half the team in the other rooms, but as you can see, there are so many media guys. We're going to have to fight, kick, and scratch. We're going to have to try to win the Super Bowl ourselves to get an interview. So hang in there because you haven't seen nothing yet, because Hawaii 5-0 Sports Media, like you heard it, are the police in town? You bet.
No, I think it's important. I think that what we have is a nucleus of guys who can relate to the younger players, who can talk to them now and have been talking to them for the last week about, how to conduct themselves in this environment, how to know exactly what's coming, how to stay away from distractions, how to deal with all the issues that come up from family and tickets and those type of things, to try to get all of that taken care of as we try to do before we even come out here, so that the player has no distractions out here whatsoever. I think the furthermore, the build up to the football game, no matter how you want to present it, is something that these young guys have never gone through. Just the day of the Super Bowl, and then the time on the field. If you're not careful with your team, making them understand, there's a lot of nervous energy that can be spent without actually accomplishing anything. So I think there's any number of ways. Mostly it's about attitude, and mostly it's about, if you're in a position where you feel that the young player is responsive and he will listen to some of the players that have gone through this before. Like Eli stood up in a team meeting the other day and said an awful lot of very valuable things, which were responded to not only by the young kids but by the veterans as well. So I think that that information gathering and sharing of information from someone who has been there, in particular someone who has been there and succeeded, that can be extremely valuable.
I think you concentrate on the opponent, and that's New England, trying to get ready for them. Try to keep your mind focused on the job, and what your performance is going to take, what type of style of football it's going to take to win this game. And if you get concerned with other things, I think that takes your focus off what your job has to be for this coming Sunday. So I think that's the mindset of the players, the coaches. It's not it's just trying to get ready, focused to go out there and play your best football.
I apologize for asking a question about your brother, but with what's going on with him, does that accent the carpe diem nature of a game like this, that you got to grab it while you can grab it?
Well, I think in this, if you play this game long enough, you realize how precious each season is and how precious these opportunities are. You don't know if you're going to get a chance to play in another Super Bowl. You don't know when a season might be cut short on you. So I think it's not just reminding me because of what Peyton's going through, having had numerous teammates get injured and miss a season, or all of a sudden their careers get cut short, or they have to retire, or different things. Those things happen, and those things you're reminded of that yearly. And so you understand that this season, when you feel like you have a good team, when you have a good players, when you have an opportunity that you can go win a championship, you don't want to let those things slip away because you just don't know if you're going to get another opportunity.
We were very businesslike last time we came, but I don't know why the black suits weren't mentioned again, because I think AP was kind of the driving force behind that, so it wasn't brought up, and if it was, I would have worn it, and Eli would have been the only one not to.
Having said what you said earlier about not needing motivation in this kind of a game, how did you take Tom Brady talking about having a party next week, blowing up into a huge back page headline?
If they win, they should have a huge party, and that's the way this thing goes. If you come out victorious in this game, you should celebrate for a long time.
Having been here the first time in '07 and kind of being wet behind my ears, then I know what I know now is completely different. Knowing what to expect and knowing how to prepare yourself for this football game is totally different. So I think the experience can help, but at the end of the day, it's all about playing good football. And if the experience helps you play good football, then there you go.